restart that recording because I haven't done it. So, welcome back to YouTube, because now we're back on YouTube, hopefully. Well, we're recording now. Hopefully that doesn't ruin it. So, yes, welcome in. We just finished a bout of troubleshooting, fellow YouTubers and YouTube watchers. Seeing as you missed all the prior stuff, I'm gonna reiterate here. We're working on finishing up the border terrain here. The idea is that we should be able to finish it today, and we'll move on from there to work on the castle if we still got time. So we're just working on texturing stuff up after fixing the slew of problems that came from hopefully upping the quality. Hopefully the quality is just better now that we fixed bitrate problems, hopefully. Because that would be a shame if we haven't. But yeah, now that I've proven that CloudBot actually works, feel free to redeem stuff with your lovely loyalty points from the store. The 3 lovely items that I've added. I'm open to suggestions on what else I could add there, obviously. I just figured I should put some stuff in there before actually launching bot commands and everything. But yeah, everything does seem to be running better now. I think it was because I accidentally told it to have a buffer enabled that I didn't want to have enabled, and I just needed to disable that, and that seems to have fixed a lot of the problems, hopefully, but as per usual. Yep, there you go. Lovely. Don't you, isn't that brilliant? You get a nice sound effect, too. Now everyone gets to know that you're the first viewer. It'd be lovely. Although I'll have to figure out if I need to reset that every stream or not, because I don't actually know yet. You can also gamble. Oh, like down here? Middle green hill at the top. I will catch that there in a second. Good catch, though. I've been known to miss that stuff. I don't think I'm seeing it right now. But I could also be blind. I tend to be blind. Yeah, it must have gotten fixed. Or maybe we're both blind. Who knows? Okay, well, now that we've rectified the problem, give me 1 second to actually get back off of this and go to the stream manager here so that I can see stuff better. Troubleshooting's such fun. Trying to figure out how to make sure everything works. I'm also going to try to keep an eye on my bit rate there, because it does look like sometimes we get some low spikes. But it does seem to be mostly stable. And I'm starting with these ones because they're going to be universal across the entire area, whereas a lot of the other ones is going to change. So I'm just starting with the universal ones, and we'll move on from there. Noticing we're up to one of my highest viewer counts I've ever had. We've got 3 viewers in the chat. So welcome in, viewers. I know at least one of you hasn't been in here yet, so we're working on doing some of the border wall terrain, working on texturing it, hopefully going to finish it. If you want more details on the project, you can type in !PMC or check the description to find out some more information there. Looks like we got all the diamond blocks, that's good, so we'll head back over here. Bit of a lag spike there. Quite a bit more than just a little bit of a lag spike. Alright. Oh goodness, caps lock. Course start, slam. Well, feel free to use the new lurk command, Ursa, because we added that in there. Even though you don't really need it anymore, but... Thanks for giving me a lurk. I might change the message later. I probably will. But at least we got it in there now, so... And also, even though you probably won't hear it, have a good walk, because I missed that you said that somehow. Yeah, stuff's really starting to shape up for the map. I'm excited to start working on the new cinematics that'll be released. There's a new short coming out tomorrow that'll hopefully be pretty good. It's on one of the structures that I haven't shown off yet, so I'm thinking that'll probably do a lot better than some of the other ones we've had. But only time will tell on that front, because some of the ones I've thought have done well have really bombed, which is always fun, but... Gotta deal with it. And seeing as it's more of a hobby than me actually trying to be successful, even though it's disappointing, it's not the hugest deal in the world. This is always one of the bigger palettes of... starts to really change how things looks every time. To consider some of my decisions sometimes when doing this one. The big one's going to be trying to decide what the new palette for the waterfall area is going to be. Because I haven't actually figured that out yet. I did some testing with some of the ideas I had, and I didn't really like any of them, so that's going to be one of the big decisions we get to make in this stream, is what exactly the palette there is going to be. Which is going to happen sooner rather than later, because we're actually just about to hit that zone right now, so maybe we'll just try to find something kind of transitionary and move with that. Might be the best option, rather than trying to come up with something completely new. Yeah, we might go with that. Sphere, tough, cobblestone, dead, bubble, coral, rock. Yes, we'll try this one, maybe. Well, it'll be good enough. It's different from some of the other ones we've used, so I think it'll work. I was going to try to use something with prismarine in it, but it turned out that those just didn't really work out as well as I was hoping, so which is why we're just probably going to go with this, even though it's kind of simple and doesn't have the blue tones that I was kind of hoping it would. We might revisit it in the future, but I just know that most of the tests that I did that I would have thought would have worked just really ended up being miserable, so and we might even try to do something where the pointy pieces have some different coloring on there, maybe make them more mineral-esque than just the stone that we've been using. And that might be part of how I make this area feel a bit more unique, but we'll have to see, because it might just look good with the waterfalls and everything in there. But before we can do that, we gotta finish texturing everything else. and get all those pieces together. Including these things that I added in not that long ago, just today even, which are perhaps a bit crazy, but I thought they'd help add a little bit extra to the area. Prevent it from being quite as bland. We get to figure out that I planned all the waterfalls poorly and that everything starts to fall apart, but I hope that's not the case. It would be very sad if it was. But we just gotta keep working at it and hope that everything works out and that everything looks the way we were hoping it would. Oftentimes that's the way it is with this project. Try a lot of random stuff and it just kind of starts to work out. So, well, it's always annoying with these parts just because it's a lot of the same stuff, so I don't have a lot to commentate on. Makes me feel bad when I go long times being silent and not talking. Probably isn't as fun to watch sometimes too, although if you're just using it for the music and the background content, it might not be so bad. Just got to do a few more zones, and then we're going to move back to try to finish up some of the other texturing. Oh, I also missed this one. If you're wondering about the red wool there, that's because it's the barrier for what will be where the water is. And I sure as heck hope that I didn't mess up the water level, because that would be very annoying if I did. Alright, I think we got all that covered. Oh, we still need to get these areas actually. Sticking with our prior choices on how these are designed, gotta put rock all around them, so make sure that everything fits in with itself. Even though some of this terrain was made really early on, some of it was made a lot later. And then pretty soon we'll get to have the big moment of stream, putting in all the lovely waterfalls. Sure, it'll liven up the landscape quite a bit once we get to that. Oh, I forgot, we still have to do all of this area. And the iron blocks as well. Of course, we'll have to do all the biome shifting as well. But we might do that on a later date. Might do that off cam. It's not the most satisfying thing to watch, and it doesn't take all that long, so... It's not like it's a huge thing to miss out on if I don't end up doing it on camera. I should probably work on that a little bit there. Real quick, try fix this. Yeah, I think it's okay. Do need to get rid of the bedrock in this area though, because I'm not going to shift biomes this in this area. So it'll be a big deal to get rid of all of that, and that means that I think there's no more bedrock under the ocean anywhere. Yeah, I don't think so. So that's huge. We just fill in this part. We're getting pretty close to the end here. Other than the aforementioned biome changes that we'll have to do, but... Like I said, we'll be doing that part off stream probably. Unless I get bored of doing other stuff. What is the big sphere? The big sphere is a force field created by the heart of the world. So the lore behind the area is that this world doesn't really exist on the physical plane. I believe I've mentioned this before. I might not have. But instead exists in like a metaphysical parcel subworld sort of thing. So you can get to it from the physical world and you can get to the physical world from it. But what that means is that essentially the world needs to have essentially a keystone. And if you destroy the keystone, then the entire world blips out of existence. So the keystone, which you can also call the heart of the world, I'm working my way over to the entrance there, is stored within a protective force field that it creates itself to contain itself, and is also within a monolith. So as you can kind of see here, we have the monolith, and in the middle you have the heart of the world, which is the core to the entire place. So if you were to blow this up, then the entire world would fade out of existence. Did I make it purely so that I could make a giant sphere? Maybe. Does it look cool anyway, especially when you look at the terrain? Yeah, it does, actually. I was kind of shocked by how cool this looks when you put it in the context of the terrain. It actually looks pretty freaking cool. Which is lovely. But yeah, the big sphere is big fun, if you ask me. It also is intended to serve, and I haven't fully determined this for sure or not, but it's also intended to serve the purpose of being the final dungeon for the adventure map that may or may not happen. But will hopefully happen. Excuse me. Let's get this final bit of texturing in here now. Which just still looks a bit weird without the biomes in place, but that's alright. Can always deal with that stuff later. Doesn't need to be perfect right now, especially because I really wanted the main focus of the stream to be the castle. Just figured it'd be a good idea to finish this up while it's still fresh. Alright. Grass block. Moss block 30. And this is going to really help the terrain not look quite so stupid, and will maybe help the stream look better because it won't be quite so vibrant. It seems like we've missed some spots with the diamond, though. That's not great. But will probably all be fixed in later times. Oh, I forgot about the iron blocks over here. Dang it, we still got one more section to do. Ah well, it's alright. We'll grab some of the fixes later. I'll also have to figure out... Oh, right, because I won't be able to use that. Ah, gross. I was thinking I was just going to use Axiom Mod and just fill everything in and it'd be great. But then I remembered that Axiom Mod can't recognize barriers. So I'm going to have to use World Edit. Oh, I missed a ton of diamond blocks here. I'm just going to get a new sword then. Fix up a lot of those issues right now. If we see them, we can fix them. Be great. And the terrain does look... Ooh, that's a lot of swamp. I am going to have to fix that. That is a lot of swamp on the border wall there. Wowzers. Okay. We'll have to fix that. With that all filled in, the map should also look much nicer. And it does. It looks so much nicer. So that's good. I believe it was like over here that we found I was missing some pretty substantial amounts of texturing. So we'll go ahead and fix that up. Gotta do this. Sphere, cobblestone, tough. Moss block, grass block, 15. Block. Just to smooth out that transition from grass to rock there. Won't look quite so drastic. Looks like that's about it, so now we get to do the lava bits here. Yes, I know you have an update. I have plans for that, Axiom. And there goes the audio again. Doing weird things. Gross. Might mean that the stream quality dropped too. Or is dropping. Yeah, it looks like that might be a problem. Hopefully it's not too annoying. Because there's not really anything I can do about the audio breaking. Unfortunate stuff. Definitely did a much better job with the lava height capacity here, so that's good. Alright, now we get to do the fun part. Now we get to do the very fun part of adding in the waterfalls. Oh, shoot. But not like that. Not like that. Like this. Waterfall! Ooh, let's go! Big moments, big moments. Hopefully it doesn't break, because that would be very annoying. I don't want to have to fix that. If it breaks, it's gonna break. Gross. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to deal with that. Very unfortunate that I have to deal with that. Okay, that's much better. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to deal with that. Because I have to put cobwebs on that too. There we go. First waterfall. Second waterfall. Very nice. Fix up a couple of issues there. Sphere. Stone 20. Nice gold block. Fix up some of those issues. Number 3. Number 3. No, it hit the ground again. Gosh darn it. That's not supposed to happen. Oh well. Of course, all this stuff will look better once we get some of the foam going on in there at the bottom, which we will definitely not be doing in this particular video stream. That one looks pretty good. Missed a spot here. Let's just do the cheaty way. No one has to know. Except for you guys. You guys get to know. Oh, shoot. That's why you gotta be careful. When you mess with this stuff, you never know when you're gonna run into something like that. That's not good. I'm gonna have to create some new, like, shrubs or something to put on here, I think. Or some form of new asset to go with all of this. It does look pretty good, but it's just not quite as... excuse me. Dramatic as I was hoping it would be. It's still very nice. Just not precisely what I was hoping it would be. And now we have to grab our debug brush. Brush, sphere, water. Slash mask, water. Oh shoot. That's causing problems. Hold on. That's unfortunate. Water. Let's just go with a larger fill in the middle then, and hopefully that'll fix that. Yeah. Oh, how did I miss this? Oh, dang it. Most of the runoff isn't a huge problem, just some of it is. And I need it to be a little bit more controlled than it is. Like, that's probably okay. And the audio's glitching out a bit again. But yeah, that's okay. It's not perfect, but it's alright. Let's go... I messed it up again. Drain 50. Unfortunate circumstance. Messing things up like this. Let's go smaller brush. To hopefully fix that from becoming too big of a problem. I'm just gonna try to keep that from becoming such a huge issue. Oh yeah, this is the one that I gotta be careful about. I think I made it work well, but we'll see. Audio is really freaking out now. It does look like I pretty successfully covered my bases here. Well, maybe not quite as well as I would have hoped. That's alright. We'll just make a couple of adjustments here. Make sure that all works out. Then we're on to the last one, and we get to fill in the rest of it. I think this one just barely misses from what I recall. So I don't think we should have a huge issue here, but we'll have to wait and see there. Is the bitrate still going okay? Still seems to be doing okay, but it's not super great. But it looks like we're doing okay, so. Okay, now that we've got all that done, we get to deal with the funner part. Which is going to be filling everything up with water in here. Oh shoot, why are you doing that? Don't do that. That's annoying. It's not treating water as like as solid a block as I would have thought it would have. That's annoying. It's very annoying. I'm gonna have to do some weird nonsense now to make this fill in. Which I don't like doing, but... alas, I suppose that's what's gotta be done. I was really hoping that wouldn't be as big of an issue as it is appearing to be. There we go. Let's increase the limit. Just a little bit here. Maybe more than a little bit, but you know. You know, that's probably why it wasn't working now that I'm looking at it. That's probably what the problem was. I forgot about that I have another barrier in there that I forgot about. So here, let's go 6. So I can fix some of the derps going on here. Lots of water. Okay, the music is... we're just going to turn the music really far down. And then hopefully it'll be less annoying. do apologize about how annoying that is, though. I don't know why the audio is like that, but it's very frustrating. And we're gonna hopefully just get this filled in through using the lovely water brush. Hopefully. Water bugs are a great pain to fix. It's my one biggest issue. You've been customizing your Crusader Kings 3 character. Ooh, can't say I've ever played Crusader Kings 3, but how's that going for you? He looks better than he did before you started. Now, can you ask for much more than that? Oh, poop. This got messed up. That's unfortunate. I really wish this wasn't quite as big of an issue as it's become, but oh well, I suppose. I guess I just gotta deal with it. As unfortunate as it is. Chuck another water command in here. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Crap. Dang it. That's not good. Looks like we saved it, though. There's a hole in the barriers somewhere. Right there. Gosh dang it. It's an absolute pain when that happens. Got our gold block. We do got our gold block fixed. Good. Yay, fixing water bugs. This is taking longer than I was thinking it would have to. I was really hoping it wouldn't take this long. Oh goodness. Sorry if that's coming through the mic as per usual. Fix up this area a little bit. We're getting there though. We're getting there. Slowly but surely getting there. I love my trusty water brush. It's a pretty cool thing. Even if it is a bit slow. But it's one of the most satisfying things I've found you can do in Minecraft is the classic just water brush. That's not what I meant to do. Let's go crazy with this limit, but also make sure we're not going too crazy with this limit, which we might be, so let's tone it down a little bit. There must be a hole somewhere. There is a hole. Holes are very bad. Especially when it comes to the wall that we have holding all the water in here. There we go, we are getting places now. I really wish this wasn't taking so long. For that to clear up. Good. We're getting there. We're getting there. Very slowly, but we're getting there. We're almost there. Just a little bit more, and we will be able to declare the border wall pretty much finished. Well, the main part of it. Obviously, there's still detailing work to do, but... boom, there we go. Can put on the shaders. Hopefully this doesn't break stuff too much. I hope it's not breaking stuff too much. There we go. Screenshot acquired. With that, we're going to go ahead and head over to our next project location. Over here. We're going to unfull screen and save and quit the title real quick, because we're going to go ahead and take a quick break so you can enjoy the lovely new, slightly new, be back soon screen. So we will be back in a moment. forgot to turn the music back down before I started talking. Okay. We are back. Now, we're going to work again on our lovely castle area. Probably, ooh, we got to clear that. Gonna start on the cellar, probably in this section. Grab lovely detailing to start off with. I do apologize for it being dark. Actually, I might need to turn my brightness more up there for you. It'll look a bit better. But I gotta do it without night vision so that I can make sure that the lighting is all correct here. We don't want it to be too bright or seem like there's a ton of heat in here, because that is not how this works. And we gotta make for ourselves our lovely wine barrels, which we are just going to be copying and pasting everywhere because it's easier. No, not there, you fool. But we will go ahead and grab, not that. Trying to remember if you can actually put candles on these. Can, perfect. Very nice for detailing with these sort of things. Now we can have our lovely wine cellar. We do want some carpet. I normally wouldn't, but I think that it will make it look a bit nicer on the ground if we have a little bit of variation like that. That'll be good. It'll look a bit better than other options, so... Now we have our very lovely wine cellar. Ow, dang it. Messed that up. Messed that up. Very nice, very nice. Add just a couple of regular barrels for a little bit of extra detailing here. But that'll be about it for that section. I'm trying to remember. At one point I had decided what I wanted everything to be. This is going to be pretty generic storage area. I know that much for certain. Not my favorite trapdoor to use. Well, actually, I do wonder. Ah, yes, I love Axiom Mod. Axiom Mod is amazing. Get our lovely ceiling details in, they're very important. We'll grab our candles again here. For a little bit of light, but not a ton, because we don't want too much light in this build, part of the build. Again, kind of meant to be the dark part of it, so... Gotta make sure to keep it dark. I think we're actually just gonna end up storing meat in a lot of these areas. Does there literally need to be ice in here? Probably not, but I think it adds to the atmosphere of it. Makes it feel a bit colder than it is, per se. And so's the point of what's going on here, so... I think that the ice is a pretty good touch to add just a little bit of chill to the air. Why you no let me plant? Is it because there's not enough light, or is there another reason? Hold on. It's because there's not enough light. Nice. But we can just do that to cheat the system. Beautiful. Never mind. Well, actually, we could probably still cheat the system. The point here is that they're supposed to look a little bit like barrels. Do they really? I don't know. But that is the point. We got a little bit of vegetable storage there. A little bit of vegetable storage over here. Just helps sell the feel a bit more to have these direct details like this in here. Also helps to add a little bit of extra color into the area, which is very nice. And some of these more generic props that I have a tendency to use just because they're easy, they fill the space pretty well. They make it pretty clear what's going on. So still make sure to add some of those lighting aspects in. It's a pretty cleanly cellar for all intensive purposes, but it does get the point across, and that's really all we need from it. So we're just going to fill in this section back here real quick with some barrels, chest, pot. Now we got the cellar done there. Very nice. Which I think means we're now able to move on to second floor, because I think that's everything here. Yeah, I think so. Very interesting kind of room that I'm gonna have to create here because I didn't think about that prior. But because we're creating a sitting room in this area, I don't have a ton of choice here. To make sure that my lovely little myrtle hole area works out as intended. Add in a little bit of wall detailing. We're pretty good well off there. And that should allow us to make some actual arrangements for the rest of the building here. And if we even go crazier, which I don't think we will, well, yeah, I don't think we will. Let's just keep it relatively restrained here. But we do almost have like an accent wall going here now, which is nice. And I actually kind of like that. So that turned out surprisingly great. Which is always nice to see when stuff turns out unintentionally better than you expected. Let's get some cyan beds here. It's a shame. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Let's just go here. Or perhaps this just won't be... You know what? Let's just not make this a sitting room anymore, because that was stupid. Well, maybe not stupid, but it wasn't great as an idea in the first place. So instead of sticking with it, let's just ditch the idea and move on with our lives. We'll have to work on this tower here. Definitely include some more murder holes. this. Very small little bunk area here. Which I honestly rather like. Although I do realize I should probably do something like that for aesthetical purposes. Arrows there. Banner. Pretty nice. Simplistic stuff, but it's going to be a bit tricky here, though. I think that works, though. It's not perfect, but it'll work. This isn't perfect, but it works out pretty well. We got access to the battlements. That's pretty good. By no means perfect, but pretty good. And it's probably good enough for our purposes. So we will take it and we'll move on. I don't think we're going to stick with this kind of weird design here, but it's not going to be so much of a sitting room as much as it is just decoration for the room. Although now that I'm actually thinking about it, it's probably going to look better if we do something more like this. Get plants in the corners. Then we can add the bed in here. Oh, dang it. Why are you doing this to me? Give me one moment here. Do we have it back? Hold on. Hold on one second here. Why do I not have... Hold on. No, you're not? Okay. I'm having some technical difficulties here. That's great. Hold on one second. We're having some issues here. I apologize, that was so loud. Technical difficulties there. Got that fixed, though. Goodness. That was a pain. But we got it fixed, so we're good to go now. Alright, got that. Got that. Let's get some other assets going in here. Very nice. On the second floor, we can probably do full-on glass windows for most things, which is good. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Well, I don't love it, but I don't hate this either, so I think this is what we're going to go with for now. Actually, let's skip this one here. In favor of doing it like that, and that should be pretty good looking for most purposes here. Yeah, that's very well lit. Alright, perfect. Here, let's grab ourselves some paintings for the walls. Not that one. Could be good for other purposes, but not for this one. I think that's... yeah, that's a pretty good painting. Pretty good painting indeed. Let's get plants there. Let's go further here. The cabinetry so we can get some added details in some of this shelving. Of course, we'll be wanting some other stuff to go with this decor later on. For now, let's just get the basic stuff going. Oh yes, I forgot that I went crazy. Might have to rethink some of this. In the future. For now, we're just going to deal with it, and then we'll just pretend that it's fine. But, yeah. I'm just forgetting how I did some of this. Ah, yes, I remember now. There's just so much that's a very slightly weird setup, and I'm trying to remember exactly how I did everything. It's been a while since we've looked at this build. Okay. That door, what's in here? I'm forgetting. This is a study, so we're going to want to put doors here too. Doors here. And door here. Do we need a door here? I don't think we'll be putting a door here, because I think this is just going to be an extension, essentially, of this room. Let me go ahead and check out here. We're gonna work a little bit more on some of this area. That's getting much better. Might even put it in. Ooh, yeah, I do like that. That was successful. Oh, right. Right. I remember now. Just trying to remember why I didn't have a door into this balcony. I recall. Yeah, we can also finish up this tower. Don't want to forget about that part. You can see that this build is really starting to come together a lot better now that we actually have some of the better detailing going on there with it. We got some windows going in. Really helps it start to look a lot better. However, I do think this is probably where we are going to call it for today. I think. So we will go ahead and raid Ursa here in a second before we close. So we'll go ahead and do that. So thanks for joining me. I do think that we will probably be able to do stream on Monday, so that'll be the next time. And with that, I will catch everybody later. Thanks for joining.